Hello, welcome to today's immigration tidbit. First of all, the I-212 is the permission to re-enter, or the permission to reapply for admission to the United States. It means you have a deportation order and you've been deported. And there's different ways of doing it depending on what you're applying for. It's not so much how you submit it that's important, it's what is in there to submit. Unfortunately, there's so many people that think all they have to do is fill in the blanks on the initial form and submit it, and that it's no problem. It's like almost guaranteed to be approved, and it is not. Okay, the permission to re-enter is a discretionary decision. You've been ordered deported, and what you're doing is you're submitting this in order to essentially say, forget about everything I did, and let me come back in a legal way and get rid of the deportation bar. That's what you're saying, and there's a lot of convincing and legal arguments that need to be made with it in order to succeed. When it's a discretionary decision, that means that the officer reading it, if he or she is not convinced that they should get rid of the deportation bar, they won't. They'll just deny it. It's not their burden to approve it. It's your burden to prove and to convince them that they should approve it. Okay? So it's not just a matter of filling it out and sending it in. The form itself is like the book cover. If you submit just the form, it's like you're reading just the book cover with nothing inside. There's no way that will work. So you want to put a lot of time and effort. And to be honest with you, you probably want to have an experienced attorney, an immigration attorney, do it, because when my firm does the permissions to reenter, there's the legal brief, declarations, affidavits supporting psychological reports. There's all kinds of stuff that we put in there in order to try to convince the officer to say yes. That's where it all comes down. And until that happens, you can't come in. The 212 can be submitted, the day after you get deported. You don't have to wait. But of course, it has to be submitted properly and with a lot of convincing arguments. Okay.